Help me become a mercenary.
Let me think. You've got to get past Torloff if you want to make any progress here. Have you already seen Torloff about it?
Yes, that's with the test and everything.
What test would that be?
I'm supposed to drive the militia away from Bengar's farm.
Ah, yes. That's easy. Listen, come back tomorrow. I'll have taken care of it by then. But you're going to have to do something for me in return.
And what would that be?
Not far from here, to the southeast, there's a small bandit camp in the mountains. If you go southeast from here, you'll soon see the tower there. One of my people, Patrick, left several days ago to do business with those varmints. Well, I told him it was a rotten idea, but that idiot wouldn't listen to me. I assume they've made short work of him. But I don't know for sure. You're going to find out for me.
And what makes you so sure that they won't make short work of me, too?
The fact that I know the name of their leader. It's Dexter. You'll simply claim that you know the guy. His men will think twice before they wring your neck just for the heck of it. It could still get dangerous, of course, but you can handle that.
There's nothing you can do about it. I can't help it.
I've got my own opinion about that.
Hey, you!
What do you want this time?
Methinks I'm gonna punch you in the face.
What?
That's exactly what you need right now.
I've been too nice to you so far, haven't I?
Again? You really should have known better.
It's a bad business.
Who said that?
To the wrong gun, different.
Ah! Oh! Ah!
Go on like this forever. You already know what I.
That was obvious all along.
Ah!
That's the first.
You don't even
Ah! Ah!
I'm staying out of it. Touching that.
Ah!
That's all just gossip.
No secret.
You didn't get that from me.
Let's wait and see. That'll never change.
What are you doing here in my kitchen?
It was his decision, wasn't it?
Something smells delicious here.
Oh, yes. I know the likes of you. They're swarming all over the place.
Tell me
First,
that
they
isn't
try to
true.
get on your good side, and then when you need them, they're nowhere to be seen.
And that's the truth.
I'm hungry.
I don't dish out food to tramps. I only feed people who work. And that mercenary riffraff,
to
of
tell me
course.
I'm looking for work.
You want to work here on the farm? Only Onar can decide
no
that.
big deal.
The farm is his, and so is the entire valley.
Actually, I was planning to join the mercenaries.
So you're another of those felons from the penal colony? I might have known. Just leave me
that isn't
alone.
true.
There's already enough of your kind around here.
Who said that?
What's your problem with the mercenaries?
Ah, those morons really get on my nerves, especially Silvio and his fat buddy Bulko. The two of them have been sitting in their corner for days now, making life miserable for me. The soup's too hot, the meat's too tough, etc. and so forth.
Then why don't you do anything about it?
And what am I to do, Mr. Smarty Pants? Whack them with my rolling pin? I can do that to the farmers, but these lowly bastards just hit back.
Want me to teach the two of them some manners?
You better not try that, honey. As far as I know, Silvio has magic armor. He can't be defeated.
And what about Bulko?
That guy is as strong as an ox. So far, he has flattened anyone who tried to mess with him or Silvio.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
That'll only
Hey,
cause more trouble.
don't I know you from somewhere?
It's possible. I was in the colony too.
Right. What do you want?
It's better to watch out who you tell what.
He really should have known better.
I want to become a mercenary.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Where's the problem?
Well, I either have to vote for you or against you. And in the situation we're in, I'll only vote for you if I can be sure that you're on Lee's side.
It can't go on like this.
How's the situation?
Right now, we've got real trouble. Two factions are building up amongst us mercenaries. Silvio and his people doubt that Lee is following the right plan.
I used to say that myself.
How come there are two factions?
Most of us came out of the colony with Lee back then. But some of the mercenaries hooked up with us later. They didn't come from the colony, but were farther south fighting the Yorks. Somehow they got wind that Lee needed people. Their leader was Silvio. He agreed that Lee was in charge, but now he's trying to stir up the mercenaries against him and his plan. A lot of Lee's people don't think that it's a big problem, but I know guys like Silvio. He'll go to extremes to realize his ideas.
As if I didn't have enough.
Do you know what Lee's intentions are?
Lee wants us to wait and starve the paladins in the city. He is planning to get us all away from the island, and Enos knows I've got nothing against getting away from here. I don't really know how he's planning to go about it, but I trust him. He's led us well so far.
I've got no time for things like that.
Do you know what Silvio is planning?
Silvio found out that some of the paladins have moved out to the old colony. He says the rest of the paladins wouldn't dare to attack us here and wants to take advantage of the situation. Plunder the small farms, waylay the militia patrols outside the city, hold up travelers, things like that. But Lee thinks that would be the worst thing we could do in our situation.
So what should I do?
Simple. Beat up a few of Silvio's boys. That way both sides will know exactly where you stand. And if you stick to the rules for a duel, you'll even win the respect of the others.
Which of the mercenaries are Silvio's men?
There are 6 men. First of all, Silvio himself and his right-hand man, Bulco. Then there's Rod, Sentenza, Fester, and Raoul. The rest of the people are either neutral or on Lee's side.
How many of Silvio's people should I defeat?
If you knock 3 of them to the ground, then you've proven which side you're on. Whom you choose is your business. Just one little hint. This isn't about proving your courage. Don't go up against Silvio himself. He'll make mincemeat out of you.
Do you really think?
Same old thing all over again.
I don't believe this is gonna change.
Hey, you!
All right, you win. What do you want?
Been there, done that.
I'd like to become a mercenary here. Do you mind?
Do whatever you want.
That was no big deal.
Who would have thought of that himself? There's enough trouble as it is. We don't even know how to hold us. All of the others, from my opinion. Let's get that on me. Believe me. That doesn't surprise me. And there's no
Good.
believe me. That's
It has come to my attention that you have it in for my boys. And as far as I know, you're one of Lee's protégés. I'm warning you, a few things are going to be different around here soon, and we'll talk about this again then.
Thekla has a problem with you.
So, what is the dear lady's problem? And why doesn't she come herself?
You know that damn well.
Why don't you go discuss that with my friend Bulco for a while?
Hey, asshole!
You don't actually think I'd get involved in a duel with you? Go crawl back under your rock.
Silvio doesn't like being talked to. You might have gathered as much by now.
How many of Silvio's men are still on my list? I've bested Bulko.
I heard. Not bad.
Rod looks a little worse for the wear. Fester tried to take me for a ride. That was his mistake. I went to see Raoul.
And?
He was badly in need of a proper licking.
That's enough. That's enough. I'm impressed. If Lee asks me, I can vote for you without hesitation.
You really let Bulko have it, honey. Must have been an exhausting job to thrash that fat swine. Here, have a bite to eat so you'll gain back your strength.
Nobody ever asks me.
Can I have some more of your stew?
I haven't got any now.
Not even a tiny bowl?
No.
Can I lick the pot then?
Will you cut it out? If you're so keen on my stew, you'll have to do something to get it.
What?
Go see Sagita, the healer who lives behind Sekop's farm, and bring me a package of her herbs. If you bring me the herbs, I'll make you some stew.
I've got no time for things like that.
That's the first I've heard of it.
Sooner or later.
I'm no better off myself. That's no secret.
It had to happen sooner or later.
That's been known a long time.
Bulko got what was coming to him. I've taught him a lesson.
The swine deserved it.
Hey, you!
It had to happen sooner or later.